Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to my corner of the internet. My name is Jason, and today we're playing some Distant Worlds universe. Last time we were actually at peace, and this time here we are still at peace, but you know, I'm going to sort of push that. I'm going to push that a little bit. So first things first, we just got a new colony, so I do want to make sure that it does get set up with everything it needs. You know, I'm going to see if the automation does its thing. We're going to go ahead and just let that happen. I figured since we are currently, we'll say, at peace with the universe, with the galaxy, that we would go ahead and maybe establish a few goals and maybe try to strive to, we'll say, meet those goals. And one of those goals, I would like to get cash flow positive. Now, another thing I would like to do is start to work to undermine and damage the Nexilian Union, because I feel like they're kind of encroaching in on our territory. They're pushing in a little bit, and I don't like it. I also feel that, well, let's take a look at the Empire comparison screen. They are, you know, they're pretty powerful. They're pretty up high near the top, and you know, while we haven't really gone toe-to-toe with a major power, up till now, like we've mostly been dealing with smaller little, we'll say smaller empires. And, you know, even then we've had some trouble, you know, with, we'll say, keeping our planets and stuff. So what I'm thinking of doing is, one, ensuring that all of our planets are well defended, you know, as well as possible. Our cash flow is as close to positive as possible. And I want to start running, like, pirate missions and maybe intelligence missions against the Nexilian Union, just kind of, undermine them and try to, we'll say, turn things a little bit in our favor. Maybe even, let's look at the diplomacy screen. Currently, people are happy with us. We don't have any sanctions and stuff. That's good. How are they doing? The Nexilian Union is currently at war with two different factions, and they have trade sanctions with a third. So it appears that they are also not, we'll say, very well liked, but they've got some worse, we'll say they have worse relations than we do. So I think that it would work out for us if we, you know, we started pushing back a little bit. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself, before I go ahead and start to, you know, maybe taxing our colonies and stuff like that, I want to go ahead and grab an exploration ship, wherever you might be. Where are you, exploration ship? You're right there. We're going to go ahead and start, we'll say, flying around different planets, different systems, and grabbing some intel. I'm going to go ahead and set this guy to maybe hotkey number 9, so I can always grab him later. And we're going to send him over here, and we're going to go ahead and get some information on, we'll say, the planet, maybe some bases that are in system, and we're going to start giving, we'll say, some pirate missions, and hopefully that will work. And even if it doesn't, well, we've got some intelligence agents that maybe we can, we'll say, level at them. So we're going to wait for the intel from our exploration ship, and while we're waiting for that, let's go ahead and take a look at our different colonies. Now, I do notice here that we have, you'll notice these blue circles, and if you're just joining us, those blue circles indicate that we have a fleet that is defending that area of space. And as you can see here, these colonies are rather unprotected, so we do need to get something going in these systems here. Now, this planet here, Uguth Tier 1, it's actually, it's a decently sized planet. It's also got, well, I wouldn't say decently, it's an okay sized planet, but its quality is okay. But people are really happy, and no wonder why. They've got 0 tax. Now, since this is also a regional capital, as indicated by the, we'll say, silver star above the planet, you know, there's not going to be any corruption here. We can go ahead and do whatever, well, sorry. Like, we can't just do whatever. What I was going to say was we can go ahead and increase the taxes, and we're not going to have any corruption because it is a capital, and we've got some decent oversight. I noticed we also have another planet that has been colonized. Where is this one situated? Up here by the Great Meridian Alliance. Okay, hopefully that one there will also go ahead and, we'll say, expand out on its own. Like I said, I'm testing the automation at this time. And I don't want straight up warfare at this time, because I do have some of those planets that are exposed. So anyways, let's go ahead and increase the taxes here on Uguth Tier, because it is one of our, it is a fairly well-developed planet, and we can get some money out of this. So I'm going to just jump this up straight up to... Whoa, not that high. That went a little bit quicker than I thought it was going to go. We're going to put that up to about 20%. Let's see. Are you guys still happy? You guys are still plenty happy. I think 20%. Actually, we could probably go straight up to 30. Let's go straight up to 30. It's like they go from 0 to 30. These people are... I'm surprised they're still happy. These guys should be livid. They should be like, holy crap! Oh, you're overtaxing us. But they're not. They're pretty reasonable people. They're like, oh, okay, yeah, we've had our free ride long enough. We're all developed and everything, so we'll take some taxes, and we're gonna go ahead and see what that does to our cash flow. That's probably gonna be pretty good. Offer an attack mission to pirates. What do you want us to do? Our military advisors recommend that we offer a contract to mercenaries to attack an enemy target. Of who? The Rhodian Hive? No. I want to poke the big bear. I don't want to poke the little insects that I can crush underfoot. I don't like the Nexilian Union, and I do want to make things a little bit harder for them. What are we under attack from? Wait, Desperate Horizon was under attack from what? No clue what. Apparently there was a cruiser here. Can we see who it's from? It says from a cruiser, the Blue System Revolution. Now, because it doesn't tell us which faction was attacking us, I'm going to assume it was pirates. So that I guess I'm okay with it just being pirates because yeah, I'm not worried about that. So Barlow 4. Now, last time we went ahead and we sent off a bunch of troops over to the planet to deal with the pirate infestation. That's right, they are like roaches. They needed to be exterminated. And from the looks of things, they are gone. I can't remember if I actually took care of them last time. Yeah, I believe I did. All right. So we don't need all these troops on Barlow 4. That's not something we need. Do we have a base? We've got resupply ship. We do not even have a base on Barlow 4, so let's go ahead and construct both a large spaceport and a defensive base. But also while we're at it, let's go ahead and get rid of some of these excess troops because I don't think we necessarily need them. So let's go ahead and we'll filter this by the planet. We're going to go ahead and filter this by Barlow 4. We don't need this many troops. This is basically just we'll say it's a weight on our cash flow. Now, you know, when war comes up again, you know, it'd be nice to have these guys, and I understand that risk, but for the time being, I kind of want to just get the, you know what, we'll keep one special forces team around so we'll add them to the garrison, I guess, or no, we'll just have them to hang around, I guess. I don't know, it's hard. I'm like, do I want to get rid of them? Yeah, I kind of... They're not being used right now, so we don't need them. So let's go ahead and disband the selected troops. So that's quite a few troops that have just been disbanded, and we're going to definitely see that impact on our bottom line, which is in a good way. You know, we're going to be getting more money because we don't have to pay for as many troops. You know, when war comes up, you know, we are going to go ahead and we'll just start building more. And if I recall correctly, we built a facility, or we started building a cloning facility last time, did we not? And that was at, where was that at? Okay, Kalarba Major 4, and it looks like the troop cloning facility has been completed on Kalarba Major 4. So way over here, we do have a colony, finally, that maybe can build human units. The planet is primarily Hakonish with some Akdarian troops. So let's go ahead and say I want to build some human troops because we do have the cloning facility on here now. Let's go to troops and characters and see what I can create. I can clone trooper, battalion, infantry. That doesn't really tell me what it is. Let's go ahead and recruit one just so we can see what it is. Let's see, attack strength 307. And let's see, what is this? This is our regular human troops. That's, wow, okay, that is stronger than them. Stronger than our Hakonish troops. Okay, so yeah, maybe it is. They look a little bit strange from their little icon, but an attack strength of 307 and a defense strength of 306. if we look at, let's say, for example, our infantry here, strike troop battalion, what have we got here? It won't tell us exactly. Can I go to? Yeah, let's go to this troop. Okay, so I'm looking at some of my other troops across the galaxy, like particularly my human troops, and it does appear that these clone troopers are actually stronger. Clone troopers, ha 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 ha. Sorry, the clone troopers are stronger than our a lot of the human troops we have out there. So I guess that's a good sign. That means that you know, maybe it would be good for us to go ahead and just create some clone troopers. Let's take a look at the blue planet. The blue planet is where we build most of our really good troops. So let's go ahead and take a look here. What about armored attack? Yeah, see these ones here, their attack strength is 453, but that's because they're armored. I think that the cloning facility only applies to like infantry. So like if we look at special forces, yeah, 302, special operations 302. Do we have some? Dang, we've got a lot of troops here on the blue planet. We really don't need that many. So yeah, it seems like it does a good job at, we'll say, cloning or allowing us to create units that are on par with our infantry, our main infantry. Looking at the blue planet, I see that we've got a lot more troops on there than we need. So let's go ahead and also remove those. So the blue planet. Dang, those are a lot of armored attack. Yes. A lot of, yes, things, places, what? No, units, thank you. I'm sorry, my brain was having a bit of a meltdown there. I was just like, I can't think of the words. Now, dang, okay, yeah, we definitely don't need that many. I think I was going a little bit recruit happy because I was in the middle of a war, which is, you know, not necessarily a bad thing to do because, you know, I would have needed to replace troops, and that's something I should probably be doing. And next time I get into a war is just continue building troops so I can continue fielding them. But after this war's over, dang, this is why we are in the negative for our cash, because we have so many of these attack forces. We'll get rid of almost all of them. And we might, we're really close to our goal. We're at 30,000 right now. Alright, so now, let's see, where is our exploration ship? It is still en route. Let's go ahead and speed up the time just a little bit to see if we can't get there before I run out of time for the day. Alright, let's, okay, so our scientist, Udi Haxer, has done two things. Alright, let's see. Udi Haxir, located at the Sapphire Palace, has increased their high-tech research level. Hooray! It's now at 45. And we've also made a critical breakthrough while researching superior assault tactics. Nice, so we've got a crash research project on superior assault tactics. So that means this is going to complete a lot quicker. Excellent. Let's see, our bonus income is doing rather well, and I think that's probably because we're trading our really valuable resources, our Loros fruit and all that. Let's see, how are people feeling towards us? You know, we got quite a few people who are pleased, and if we take a look at how much money we're getting from a lot of them, you know, we are making a decent amount of money from selling our good resources with them, and they're a lot more happy with us. So that's a good thing. Now, let's see, because even like these other ones who are like in the gray, they're wow, we are really making a lot of money from with them. The Wakaris Federation. If we take a look here, if I'm reading this right, okay. Wait, let me see here. Wakaris Federation, is that 371k? And when yeah, so we are generating. I should say we are generating a huge amount of trade. Yeah, a colossal amount of trade. Dang. Okay. Yeah, in the Daedalus Technocracy, we're also making a ton of trade with them, where they're actually pleased with us. Now, they're pleased with us. Let's see if we can maybe improve that relationship just a little bit. Because these guys are at war with the Naxilian Union, and it would be in our best interest to, you know, we'll say, do whatever we can to sort of help out we'll say the enemies of the Naxilian Union. Hey, you want to create a free trade agreement? Oh, dude, seriously, we would make so much more money. Seriously, because if I'm remembering correctly, yes, you get a plus 20% when you're in a free trade agreement. which I'm not sure how that works. I think that's probably more of a game mechanic thing than something that actually makes sense within universe. Because if you wow, runes we haven't just investigated before? Sure. Wow, there was nothing. A big surprise there. Because, you know, a free trade agreement, you know, that's supposed to be so there's no, you know, tariffs or taxes, whatever, on imports and stuff like that. If I'm remembering correctly. Don't quote me, I'm an idiot in many respects. But if free trade allows us to get a bonus, does that mean an overall bonus, or is that saying like we as our government gets a bonus, or is it the private sector that gets the bonus? Wow, we're getting a few different colonies that are all over in this area of space. So basically, where the old Desolation Major territory was is where we're setting up some new colonies. Hopefully, they will build up, you know, quickly so that we can go ahead and. You know, they'll start building their own bases. I've been trying to keep sort of a hands-off approach to see how the automation works, because at this point, you know, I'm also kind of experimenting a little bit. I want to play around with the game and how the game works and try to figure out how things go. I'm constantly doing that because this game has got so much depth to it that I'm still trying to figure out exactly how everything works in it. Advisors, retrofit ships and bases. A recent research breakthrough have unlocked the following new components. Area shield recharge. Oh, I didn't even notice it. I didn't even notice that we had gotten that technology. You know what? Approve. Now, that's one thing I do like about having the suggestions on and having the advisor for this, is that if I hit approve, it's going to automatically give the retrofit order to anything that doesn't have this. It's going to cost us, wow, basically 1.5 million credits, but that is going to bring most, if not all, of our ships and bases up to standard, which is fantastic. That is great. So we're going to go ahead and do that, and now all of our ships are going to be starting to get, you know, the new hotness on board. Let's go ahead and I want a bit of a refresher. I believe that was the shields that allow us to recharge like basically our fellow ships. Yes. So restores the shield levels of nearby friendly ships when their shields drop below 50%. Recharge rate is 250. Max recharge amount 400. Energy required 600. So as long as they've got 600 energy, they can pump some energy over to the other ships. Now, energy required 600. How much energy do our typical ships have? Like, I want to see what kind of ships here we have to leave the automation on. I just want to take a look at the design. So like excess energy output on this escort is 160. Even if we just look at the straight up energy output, you know, I don't see this being something that we'll say an escort can pull off. Now let's go ahead and take a look. Maybe frigates, probably not as well. What about destroyers? Excess energy output? Not really. Static usage output here. Yeah, so it looks like we're going to need to, I'll say, change the design of some of our ships to sort of accommodate for this this new technology. Let's take a look at the capital ships. Now, the capital ships, it does have the excess energy output to be able to pull this off. So I'm thinking what's probably going to happen is our capital ships are going to be the ones that are going to be doing the recharging of other ships. Actually, our cruisers have even more energy. So yeah, which is pretty much what our main strike forces are capital ships and cruisers. What about carriers? How are they doing? No, they can't. So basically, as long as we have a capital ship or a cruiser nearby, they should be able to recharge the shields of other ships and potentially bases, I think? That's possible, I guess. All right. Offer attack mission to pirates. Okay, hey, calm down, people, calm down. Oh, I'm going to be getting a lot of notifications as they're retrofitting ships. Oh, wait, what's this? Daedalus Technocracy secret history offered. We have discovered something important that we think you should see for yourselves. Do we have your full attention? Yes. Tell us more. The Quameno tell us we have found a data core in ancient ruins on a distant planet. In the data core is a message that reveals eerie details of the galaxy's past history. The message appears to be a progress report on a mammoth construction project. Progress report. Project Desolation. Construction work on our colossal project has been proceeding steadily. Despite encountering numerous technical problems, we have been able to overcome them all. We remain on schedule. It has proven especially difficult to maintain secrecy for our supply convoys. The quantity of materials they ferry to the construction site is enormous, but our recent takeover of the nearby Judan system, sure, has largely resolved this problem. When our new superweapon is revealed, our enemies will tremble before us. So who wrote this? It doesn't actually indicate which race wrote this, but it is obviously talking about the Desolation Moon, which is something I wanted to take a look at last time, but had a really hard time finding. I was just like, where the heck is this Desolation Moon? But here it is in all of its glory with only 37 components unbuilt. This thing will be constructed shortly. It will be constructed soon, and I'm really hoping that it acts as a deterrent. I will have to use it at least once during this playthrough just so I can show it off to you guys. But overall, I don't like using it because I feel like planets are great sources of resource, of money. By destroying a planet, especially the kind of planet you want to be destroying, you know, if you really want to win a war, you go and you blow up the capital planet. But the capital planet has probably got so much potential for income that it's kind of a waste to destroy it as well. So maybe we'll just use a small planet, we'll say as a showcase. Yeah, when it's completed. So what we've got here is we've got Renassian, and we do have an exploration ship nearby. So let's go ahead and see what they've got operating in this system here. Renassian 2, not the most built up. Not the most built up colony, but you know, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start putting down some pirate missions here. You know, hey, I'll pay you guys some good money. Like, I mean some good money. If you go ahead and blow these things up. Go ahead, blow them up. Blow all of them up. Alright, now while they're blowing those up, Renassian 2. Let's see, do we have any intelligence agents who might be, well, I don't know, well-versed in the acts of something? I tried delaying it because I was searching for the word. Not intelligence, come on, not sabotage. The other thing, the thing that messes with people's heads and stuff. Darn it, psyops, I think was it. Let me see. Psyops, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. So we want someone who's decent with psyops. Do we have any intelligence agents? Holy crap, we've got a lot with a lot of penalties. We got some decent counter-espionage. This guy has been untested. Okay, sure. Sabotage, counter-espionage, concealment. He's really good at counter-espionage. I don't want to send him off anymore. He was... I believe I sent him off before, but... Yeah, we've got some pretty terrible... we've got some pretty terrible intelligence agents right now. Man, I'm really missing Solid Snake right about now. Okay. Psyops, he's got -10. We don't have any good intelligence agents to perform Psyops missions. This guy here is not terrible, the Lutar Woodos. You know, right now, the only thing he actually has is concealment. So, maybe we'll try to send him off on a small mission just to get him tested, to get him acquainted, or, you know, get him warmed up a little bit. What if we were to go ahead and incite rebellion? I don't think he's going to be able to pull it off, but let's see what percentage chance you get. No, 77, that's way too risky. Deep cover. Oh, that's even worse. Yeah, there's no way he's pulling that one off. Destroy base. What can we destroy? Is there anything that you can destroy? We do have a lot of, let me see, Renassian mining station, defensive base. What about the defensive base? Wow, the chances just keep going down. Mining station, 75%. Okay, this guy is just not good at sabotage, so you know what, let's just go ahead and put him back on counterintelligence for the time being. Basically, concealment, it gives... it basically allows you to go into deep cover, and you basically kind of have a mole within their ranks. However, I'm not feeling that because... as we saw, the percentage of him being caught was really high. And right now, we're kind of just sort of testing the waters. We just want, like, sabotage. This guy might be able to do it. Let's give him a job to try. We'll say test his skills. Let's go ahead and get you to destroy, or you know what, sabotage construction against whatever random base. 91%. I'm gonna take a look around and see if I can find one that's got maybe a bit higher of a chance. Yeah, there we go. Wild Mirage. I just want to see what his bonus is, and once his bonus becomes revealed, then maybe we can send him on some better missions. So, for the time being, we're just getting him warmed up. So good luck with your sabotage missions. Hopefully the pirates will take us up on our offer. Let's go ahead and take a look at pirate missions. So we have one team considering the mission, and oh no, they've been assigned to no one, and nobody's considering it. Okay, no pirates are operating enough in this area for them to feel like it's worth their time. That's unfortunate because the pirates are mostly gone at this point. So it's kind of, it's a little bit disappointing. However, actually that's interesting because we do have pirates operating in this area. I know we do. Like, let's take a look at this. Prime Rebellion. This is owned by the Kalarba Major Confederation. You know what, let's do some backroom deals here. Kalarba Major Confederation, where are you guys? They're angry against us. You know, they're angry against us. They're angry with us. How much? You were wise to come to us for protection. Dang, that's a lot per month. Now, I'm not entirely positive on this. If I recall correctly, you need to be on sort of good terms with the pirates, especially if you want them, we'll say, performing some missions for you. I'm pretty sure this is going to be throwing money away, but I want to try it. I want to see if this will help convince them to come work for us, because right now they're angry with us. So if we can maybe improve our relationship with this pirate faction, maybe we can start to get them to do some of our, we'll say, heavy lifting, because the Naxilian Union, they're a larger empire, and they're not one that I want to take lightly. If we start ticking them off, you know, we are going to have problems. We are going to suffer losses, and it's going to be messy. So I feel like the best way to deal with them is to sort of subvert them and sort of fight a proxy war against them, which I'm hoping we can do. I am unfortunately out of time for today, so we are going to stop and save the game as LP69, because this is after our 69th episode. If you like the video, you like the content, and you would like to see more of it, go ahead and give the video a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, go ahead and leave the video a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. And until next time, I would like to ask you all to game on.